Everyone deserves a chance to fly.
Ah, the Muppets, an instant classic in puppetry, and you know what, brought good memories. And you know, they're adding a new ride that is based off the Muppets, or well, a redesign of a ride that is Muppet themed. Because recently in D23, if you know what D23 is, it's basically Disney's convention of saying, hey, we're gonna put this stuff out in the near future, and we're also gonna make a couple changes. And one of the changes was what's gonna go with the Muppets. So they're taking out Muppet Vision 3D in Walt Disney World for good. So rest in peace. Because the Muppets have been around for a long time. You know, they had their ups and they had their downs, and recently throughout this past decade, and no one's really heard of the Muppets and really care for them like that. Because I put a poll up recently on my Blockbuster community, so check that out, you know, and majority says that the Muppets are still popular, which, you know what, I totally agree. The Muppets have been around since the 70s basically, you know, and we had the recent adaptation of the Muppet movie in 2011, plus a sequel, Muppets Most Wanted, which both of these movies do not get enough recognition. You see little clips here and there based off TikTok, but I'm talking about the real deal. And there's only one man that could save the Muppets. It's basically my man Walter, but it looks like Walter couldn't do enough because, you know, Monsters Inc. is taking over the Muppet Courtyard, and I don't mind that change, but you know what, it's gonna suck not seeing the Muppet Courtyard, Muppet Vision 3D. You know, these are classic attractions that Jim Henson built for us to enjoy, but you know what, after 33 years it's finally getting taken down, which just sucks to hear, because the artwork for Monsters Inc. Land doesn't seem too bad. Of course, they're gonna use the same style as the Muppet Courtyard and just redesigning it as Monsters Inc. theme. But the Muppets are moving into Rock and Roller Coaster, demonstrating their new attraction. You know what? If I had to redesign Rock and Roller Coaster, you know, I wouldn't choose the Muppets as the first guest. You know, I'll choose Powerline from the Goofy movie. Oh, that's an instant classic, but that's for another video. But then all of a sudden, once this news got announced that, you know, the Muppet Courtyard is closing, the Muppet Vision 3D is closing, everybody and their mama is down there in Florida and Walt Disney World going to see Muppet Vision 3D. It is now packed. So where were y'all at when, you know, Muppet Vision was in the urge of breaking down? Exactly. You know what? There's a bunch of fake Muppet fans, and I can't be hating because the Muppets are multi-generational. It goes back to your great-great-grandma watching the Muppets on the television. She loves Kermit the Frog, and nowadays the Muppets don't get love no more. I haven't heard any news about the Muppets or what they're up to or anything like that. The recent news we just got was just them replacing Rock and Roller Coaster with a Muppet theme. You know, Disney. Let's talk real quick, because you know, you already took away Muppet Vision 3D in Disney California Adventure. I'm sad. I'm really sad because of that. So still rest in peace, I heard. And you know what you could do to help me with that pain? You know what? Subscribe. I appreciate it. Long live the Muppets. With this new addition added to the theme park, I feel like a lot of people are gonna go ride this ride regardless, because one, people like something new, and two, it could bring hype of the Muppets back. I truly believe that the Muppets bring a lot of hype to the Disney theme parks as well. And if Disney ever decides to remove the Muppets entirely from their categories of attractions, a lot of people are gonna be mad, including myself. But right now, that's not the day, because you still have Muppets Roller Coaster Electric Mayhem. I want to see at least a animatronic of Muppets, because you're looking at this ride right now and it seems like this is not the place to store a animatronic. But it'll be cool to see Kermit over here singing rock and roll with animals, saying Kermit the Frog here, Rainbow Connection. I don't want to get copyrighted. And yes, I'm sorry, that was a weak Kermit impression. I'm sorry. It just sucks that we had to say goodbye to Muppet Vision 3D. You know, it gave me so many memories that I really love, and even the movies, the Muppets and Muppets Most Wanted. I'm literally Walter right now. You know, we got Gary and Mary, everybody trying to reunite the Muppets together for one final show. But here's what I don't get: keep the Muppet Courtyard, right, Disney? Rephrase the Rock and Roller Coaster to the Monsters Inc. roller coaster, okay? Add a new attraction to Muppet Courtyard. It could be a show, it could be a new ride, I don't know, or they could build a new freshly courtyard right next to the Rock and Roller Coaster. And it looks like they're keeping the same name, Rock and Roller Coaster. It could be like a different one, like Rock and Roller Coaster, Electric Mayhem, or something like that. And it's sad to say I never rode the ride Rock and Roller Coaster by Aerosmith. It was sad. It's sad to say, to be honest. Everyone else got their memories of like, oh my god, I love this song when it played. Nah, not me. I got no memories of this ride. I'm literally seeing a video. All I know is that it's been there for a while, so you know what? Old things gotta go. That didn't really matter to Disney, so bye-bye. And when I say didn't really matter to Disney, I meant not Disney property. So Muppets are Disney property. Muppets stay forever. See, now this is interesting though. There's an article that Disney put out saying that the Muppets will be taking over Rock and Roller Coaster, teaming up with some of the biggest music stars. So imagine if they're like going through different eras of music. You got the country, rap, R&B. There's a lot of music that you could go to. So if they're going through different eras, I think that would be pretty cool. But we don't know nothing yet. If they could implement different stuff within the pre-show with Muppet Vision 3D, just for like a old time sakes joke, you know, I think it'll be very good. Hopefully this ride contains a bunch of Easter eggs with Muppet Vision. Also the great Muppet movie ride that you were supposed to build but never built, but it's okay. Hopefully there's more updates within this ride that we could talk about later on in the future though. This ride can change the Muppets trajectory of where it's gonna go, because as of right now the Muppets are not doing too good. With this ride, it could boost them up in the ratings with the shows, the movies. Another, it's not like we already had a bunch before, but you know what, let's just add one more to the fire. I mean, they did have one show called The Muppets, which was like an Office spin-off type thing, but just the Muppets. I mean, it didn't really do good. They only got one season, but it was just good to see the good old Muppets just going together again, just having a new show. I just want Disney to pay respect to the man that started it all for the Muppets, Sesame Street, everything like that. My man, Jim Henson. He was so talented and created so many unique figures and unique puppets that we know today. Also, Jim Henson's team helped build the animatronics for Five Nights at Freddy's. All of them that you see in the movie, they helped build it. I think it shows that Jim Henson was really a good creator and expressed his ways of creativity within his puppets.
That's why he's the GOAT! The GOAT!
You were too good, Jim Henson. You were too good. The Muppets are just a treasure that's gonna stay in our lives for a long time. And you know, this video was just meant to show love to the Muppets. And like, you know, I know it's not gonna go anywhere soon, but like, come on, like we need that new Muppet movie like ASAP. What's very popular about the Muppets is actually Muppet Babies. Who knew that everything that the Muppets have done, the Muppet Babies took over. We about to have the Muppet Babies pull up in the Rock and Roller Coaster. No, don't take your baby on a roller coaster, that's bad. I love the Muppets. I know they're not going anywhere anytime soon. I hope not, because that would be really sad if they do. But you know, Disney has made a corporate decision that the Muppets are getting replaced by Monsters Inc. Who would have thought? But you know, I think this is a great idea for the park, and I just hope this leads to new ideas for movies for the Muppets. I don't know when this retheming of the Rock and Roller Coaster is ending. It could be 2026, I'm assuming. But if they start bringing back Muppet characters out of nowhere, just know I'm the one that called it. You know, this ride was the start to the Muppet success again. I mean, the Muppets are always going to be successful regardless, because they always show up in like, you know, Christmas specials and maybe even a talk show once in a while. So I'm just glad to see that people still mess with the Muppets and how the Muppets changed the game of puppetry forever. It's all because of my boy Walter, just saying. And I didn't know this, but I was looking through the Muppets trailers and everything like that, and it looks like Gonzo predicted Toy Story 4.
While they wait for Tom Hanks to make Toy Story 4.
The Muppets are just too good, and that's why I love them so much. But if you like this video, you know, hit that subscribe button just for the Muppets, because of how beautiful it is. Look at Animal going crazy, just like how you should be going crazy on that subscribe button. I really appreciate it, but thank you. It helps the channel a lot. I do think that the Muppets still have a lot in them just to bring out joy for us. I guarantee we're gonna see them in the next Disney Christmas special, just to show love for the Muppets, because the Muppets been through a lot. All I'm just saying. It's your average guy, a blockbuster guy, and I'm gonna end this video with my Kermit voice.